I have here depicted a bike teaching event. This young lady is teaching actually an adult how to ride a bike. She never learned how to ride a bike. I'm going to let this play on in the background. Hopefully that it gives you just something to stimulate your thinking. This young lady is on a quest in a grocery store looking for an adult to teach how to ride a bike. Huffy Bicycles put this little video together, and she makes about a very noble attempt to teach this adult woman who's never learned how to ride a bike. But as you watch this video, actually have a little bit of trouble, because why? Number one, if you remember riding a bike or teaching a young person how to ride a bike, you've got to get both feet on the pedals, and you've got to believe that when you pedal, you're going to go somewhere. And so I want you to think on that as I speak, just keeping something fundamentally in mind about a bicycle. When you're riding a bicycle, again, unless you have some faith to believe that when you pedal that bike, you're going to go somewhere, you'll never go anywhere if you don't pedal. And it takes a certain amount of faith to actually crank that bike pedal. Well, in this analogy, what I want you to think about is, consider, if you will, the bicycle crank right there depicted, with pedal one being the marketing arm of what a barter exchange does for you. It's a marketing for you. And number two, pedal number two, a banking or financial element for you, because it's going to, one, bring you new customers on the marketing side, a very motivated customer who wants to do business with you. Why? Well, because you offer a good or a service that they have interest in. But number two, absolutely wants to come to do business with you because you've agreed to do your business on a trade transaction basis. And because we're a trade exchange, providing you a mechanism to make that exchange, even if you don't have a need for that other person's good or service, the beauty is, because of this account that you have, a debit account, you can actually buy goods and services, and imagine 7 to 10% new business to you than what you already are doing and generating out there in the cash marketplace. And because of our other members in our association and network, you could buy goods and services without parting with your hard-earned cash. Well, it just makes good sense, because you're going to leverage your cash flow. And that's part of the name of business, is leveraging your cash flow. I'd like to go back to the illustration of this debit card and end on one element of taking note of cash flow is king. Everyone in business has heard of cash is king. Well, let's keep in mind these two different debit cards. Debit card exhibit is the cash debit card. When you spend on this cash debit card, every time you spend $1, you have 100 cash cents tied to every dollar that you spend. No savings, right? But if you're a part of a trade network, values network, the Commerce Guild being one of several different trade exchanges, the Barter Business Cooperative being another exchange that plugs into the eValues network, and you can start to buy goods and services at what it costs you to generate $1. I had a dentist in our association who told me, Bob, send me all the trade that you can. I much rather my wife this card than this card, because I understand, he understood, I speak now, the filling that he put in somebody's mouth cost him 10 cents for the dollar that he charged to provide that service. As long as he has an empty chair and he can see another patient, if he is not trading, especially through an organized trade group, he's losing value, because every time he buys in this marketplace, again, when he spends or his wife goes out to the massage therapist, gets her hair cut, they go out to eat, he does some mechanic repair, he gets his floors installed, he does anything that he can do in the cash marketplace, he doesn't save anything unless that owner gives a discount. But in this side of the equation, in a trade exchange, he's basically able to buy goods and services at what it cost him to generate that dollar, because there's a very motivated member who wants to come do business with him. That's why you have to keep in mind where we started here with the bicycle.